Watching a video about this cool little place that people were visiting, and it just reminded me of this neat place that we saw while we were in Oklahoma, and we were on the way from his tribe location to our hotel, and there was this cool place. I don't remember the town name now. I'm sure my sister would remember it for me, but it was something like Peace something. I can't remember. Peace Village or something like that. And it was like the coolest little, smallest little town. They had like teepee, and they had like all these little cottages around it that you could like rent for Airbnbs, and it was like a little popcorn shop and like this cool little pizzeria type place that served like crazy little dishes, because it was like her and her husband had it, and it was always their dream, so they just kind of sell whatever they want type thing. I don't know, it was just like the coolest little town, the coolest little vibe. I don't know why that just made me so sad. Like, I don't know why inside I feel like oh, I'm never gonna be able to see that place again. I'm never gonna be able to experience that place, or I'll never experience places like that again, or I don't know. And I know it's not true, but it's like these are the things that I remember instead of all the bad times. And it's crazy because that's like one of the worst nights that we ever had together. But first, we found this amazing place. We had this amazing time, and we were talking about things we could do in the future. Like, because he's part of the tribe, he gets like he's able to buy land and stuff at a cheaper rate, or so we're talking about how we could even possibly do something like that in the future and get a place in that area for Airbnb, or to create our own restaurant just like they did. Just like all these things that we always talked about or dreamed about together. It's like, how can a person just forget those things? Forget that person and just erase? Like, I want to be able to erase. Like, how do I erase it? Like, I wish I could have a class in narcissism, so I could just be so heartless and so null and void of emotion that I just don't care. I just want that so bad. Like, at least if I was heartless, I wouldn't hurt so bad all the time. Like, I'm so tired of hurting. I'm so tired of being sad. I'm so tired of missing. I'm so tired of being tired. I'm tired of crying all the time. Like, I just don't want to feel either. Like, how do people do that? How do people get to that point where they just don't care and don't feel? Like, I'm so tired of being an emotional being. Like, I don't want to have a heart anymore. I just want to be like Tin Man with no heart, I don't want to feel anything anymore. And it's like every time I feel like I'm doing better, things are getting better, something stupid just takes me back. Like, thinking about that little kid. Then that night is the night that he was drunk, of course. And I don't even know what happened, but he like threw his phone at my face, and then it was like everything just spiraled. I don't even know what it was about, but I remember sitting in the staircase at the hotel, just trying to like hide out and like get away for a while. Just I'd come out for a little air, I think. Yeah, that was the night that like everything just like spiraled out of control, and he like got crazy, and you know, it was like he was like, I think he was knocking on other people's doors trying to find me, and I was like sitting in the stairwell just trying to, you know, just hang out and just have a moment to get out of this situation. It was really cold outside, so I was just sitting in the stairwell, and I think he was knocking on neighbors' doors trying to see if I was in there, because he was accusing me of like sleeping with somebody in the hotel. And you know, I think they were watching all that on the cameras, and then one of the neighbors, I think, complained. They called and complained. I don't even know. I just remember at some point I went down there and I heard them at the front desk saying the cops were called. So I like went to the room and I was like, John, we have to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're coming and you have a warrant. We gotta go. And he was just like, oh no, just calm down, sit down, everything's fine, blah blah blah. Because I'm pretty sure he was gonna try and tell them like a different story to try and get me arrested in the situation. So I was like, no, I'm out of here. This is like way too crazy. This is way too much. And I like dipped. I had to wait in a field like across the way. It was freezing cold. I had to wait until the one Uber driver that was available could come and get me, because this was in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. And I had to wait like an hour in the freezing cold for this Uber driver to come and get me, to take me halfway to my sister's house, like an IHOP halfway. And my sister met me the other half, and I wound up going to her house from there. And John got arrested that night. That was that night. So it's like, on one end I'm like missing like that person. I'm thinking of that place that we went to, and that amazing place that we went, the amazing time that we had at that cool little place. And it literally was like one of the worst nights of my life. Like literally, that was one of the worst nights of my life. And all I can remember is the cute little place that we had such an amazing time at. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, bro? I'm just so tired of feeling I don't want to do this shit.